Garden Shop How to Garden video. In this video we want to show you how to tin your turnip seedlings. So you can see beneath us here are rows of turnip. They were sown about 4 weeks ago and now they're large enough to tin out. Now we'll show you the process involved in how to tin your turnips. Turnips aren't a very large crop, so they can just be tinned to about 10 centimeters apart. So here is our row here. You can see a lot of them are growing on top of each other, so they're competing with each other for light and space and nutrients. So I'll start here at the top of the row, and we can just start to tin them to 10 centimeters apart. So what you want to do is just pick out the smaller and least healthiest seedlings, and then just remove them, spacing them about 10 centimeters apart. So we have one here and one here, and there's about 10 centimeters between them. But you really just want to get it down to one seedling in each spot. So by doing so now, we've created more space for your turnip to develop into a large vegetable, and it allows for faster growth. With turnips, it's important to tin out early because turnips are quite a fast growing crop. So we want to tin out early and give them a better chance to grow and mature. So this is just one step in the maintenance of your turnip crop. We'll continue this out throughout the entire row. As you can see, we have a 10 centimeter spacing between our crops here. So I'll just go again and remove a few more. It's not essential to pull the roots. Really, you just want to, with root crops, it's okay just to break the seedling at soil level. And that way you're not going to disturb the existing turnips that you want to keep in the ground. Now the best time to do your tinning out is early in the day or late in the evening, but try to avoid the middle of the day to do the work. Okay, so that's roughly the idea. Now other things that we need to do when we're maintaining our turnips is to weed the rows regularly. Every 2 weeks you want to take a garden hoe and run it up and down between the middle of your rows, just like this, just barely going underneath the soil surface, and that will break the roots just at the soil surface. This will control your weeds regularly and again reduce competition for your turnips. After you've weeded in between the rows, you then need to hand weed around your turnips to remove any of the weeds that are growing right up close to your turnip crop. Okay. So that's what you would need to do. You can't bring a hoe in very close to your crop, so therefore it's best just to weed them by hands. And then finally, regular watering is important for any of your root crops. If you don't water regularly, the turnips can shrink and then expand, causing them to split. So we'll just show you quickly how to water this. Run the watering can up and down your row. Give it a good soaking in. And ideally the soil should be moist at all times. Now we'll come back to harvest our turnips later on in the year. Ideally you wouldn't want to harvest until before the frost has come. But that's it now. That's a video on how to tin your turnip seedlings from thegardenshop.ie.